How's everybody doing tonight? Master's powerlifting journey. Yeah, I feel old. I feel old lately. I am old, so I guess I feel what I am. Yeah, so I was just saying that I got sober exactly 10 years and 11 months ago in Southern Illinois, West Frankfort Jail. I don't know what's the, I forgot what the county. I think it was Franklin County or something like that. I don't know. All the counties over there usually are named after old presidents in Southern Illinois. Well, yeah, I was on here live for a little while. I decided to reset this. Maybe it might work a little better. I only got 2 views. I'm not going to sit out here. It's very cold out, so it's not really worth it for me to sit out here too long, you know. Today's my Friday. My Friday. Hopefully more people show up here. Yeah, today's like my Friday. I work Sunday through Thursday. That's my hours at work. It's pretty easy. It's a nice job. It's not that hard at a Coast Guard base. Oh boy. Okay. So tonight was a deadlift night. I did deadlifts. Several sets of deadlifts. It wasn't the best one. I ended up with 515 on the deadlift. Look at that. Yeah, I don't have the best internet in here, probably. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Could be. How is everybody out there doing? Is anybody training? It's cold as hell in here. It's in the 20s right now. I got to get a damn propane heater in here, man. I spent 2 winters in here with not the best heaters, and it's not that fun, much fun. Where is my live audience I used to get? I used to get a lot of people live. I guess it's because I haven't been doing them for a while, I haven't been going live for a while. Yeah, the last one I only had 2 views. 2 people came on, one at a time, and they didn't last long. It's okay, though, It's okay. Everything's okay, A day at a time. When I stay, as long as I'm sober, I can accomplish basically whatever I want within reason, Within reason. When I got out of lockup in 2015, I got out right after Thanksgiving in 2015, after doing 10 and a half months. I put the pedal to the metal. I was not going to drink again and drug again, and I never have, and never looked back. I had to go to a federal and / state halfway house. It was mostly funded by the feds. Boy, there's a lot of stories I can tell you that were in that halfway house for the 3 months I was there. I was court ordered there, and I'm glad I was, because I had nowhere to go when I got out of prison. I ended up doing like 6 or 7, I think 7 months in prison. I got a lot of good time, and I got sentenced for possession of methamphetamine, and I ended up getting sentenced. I got 3 years, and in Illinois at that time, I think they might have changed it now. You did 50% of your time as long as it was non-violent crime, and I did 50% of the time. And so they cut you 50%. So on a 3-year sentence, I had to do a year and a half. And then they I spent at least a few months in county jail. So they took that off too. They took that off. So that was about a year I had to do. Oh, someone's on board. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that was about a year I had to do, a little bit more, a year, 13 months. But then I also joined a program called, God, what was the name of that damn program? CEC, that's the name of it. I was in CEC, which was a behavioral alcohol drug program. I just had enough time to do the program. And actually, just as I was leaving, the counselors at this program, CEC, I'm doing okay, Bruce. I just did deadlifts tonight up to 550. Not the best workout I had. I mean, I wasn't the strongest. I put out everything I had into it. Went up to 515 on the deadlifts. 4 sets of the reverse hyper. It's cold as hell. Not cold as hell. That doesn't make sense. It's freezing tonight in here. It's in the 20s. Got to get a new heater. I have this Amish heater over here. One of they make. It's a fake fireplace. It doesn't cut the mustard. I am gonna have to get one of those. How have you been doing there, Bruce? I've been doing okay. Training. Haven't missed a beat on the training. Up in the low 500s on the squat, low to mid 500s. Deadlifts is up and down. Bench press is down a little bit. I did a set of 5 with 325 the other day. I'm 57, so the age is catching up to me a little bit, slowly at a time. Where are you from, Bruce? Where are you from? This is Dayton, Massachusetts, where I'm from. So I was just telling a little story. I had to do. I got sentenced to 3 years on possession of methamphetamine. I got arrested like, God, it's coming up on. It's like 14 years ago. I'm in good. Just slowing down on the heavy stuff, working on stabilize. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good focus. Michigan. Oh, I bet it is cold there. As long as you're out there training, you know what I mean? Whatever your goals are, it keeps you, it's the only fountain of youth out there anyways, as we age, Tomorrow, I'm going to do some kind of push tomorrow, like either a bench or shoulders tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, I bet it is cold in Michigan. It's in the 20s here. It's supposed to snow on Sunday. We don't get that much snow on. This is the very east coast of Massachusetts. They haven't since I moved back here. I moved back here after I had 2.5 years of sobriety when I moved back here. So I got sober in Illinois. Like I was telling my story, I did the first 10.5 months of my sobriety locked up. And then 3 months of that, I also had to do in a halfway house. That was court ordered. But yeah, I got sentenced to 3 years. And in Illinois, you only have to. At that time, I think they might have changed it. It was as long as it was a nonviolent crime, you only did half your time. So I was down to 1.5 years. Then I went into a drug program called Drug and Alcohol Behavioral Program called CEC, and that cut a few months off the time. And then they also took they counted my county jail time, so it ended up being less than 1 year that I got locked up in that prison. The prison. It was just enough to straighten me out and made me not ever want to. Years, January 11th. Today is the 11th, isn't it? I think. So today, it's 10 years and 11 months when I got sober. But that's about all I'm going to, about tonight. And it's a slow night, not too many people out there on my live tonight. It just increased to 2. Hello, how you doing? Marcus Mendoza, how's it going, bud? Did you train tonight? Anybody train? Yeah. My usual is I usually work till about 2. I get home at 3. It's an hour drive from where I work at a Coast Guard base. I get home about 3. I make a protein drink. I take a nap. This is Monday through Sunday through Sunday through Thursday I work. I take a nap for about an hour. I'm usually up at 4:50, just before 5. Then I go in the kitchen. I make some organic cereal with a scoop of protein on it and a banana and a little pre-workout, and I do that, and then I come and work out. That's what I usually do. That's my usual routine. Sunday through Sunday's a little different because that's usually Monday through Friday I do that. Monday through Thursday, really, with the nap. I don't usually take a nap on Friday because it's my day off. I can sleep in. Yeah, sleep and rest and recuperation is very important, especially as we age. If you're training heavy and hard, either heavy or hard, whatever, or both, you got to get enough recuperation time. You got 6 people on. Yeah, I hate to leave now after I I did my first. What did you do? I did shoulders yesterday and some heavy barbell. Oh, great, great, good for you, man. Yeah. I gotta put the coffee down. Yeah. I drink coffee. That's all I do is coffee. Also, yeah. Yeah, it's very cold in here. It's very cold. How you doing there, Sharky? I'm not gonna be in here too much longer. It's in the 20s outside, and I got this little Amish heater over here that looks like a fireplace. It looks like a fireplace, an old fireplace, and it doesn't really heat up here much. I'm gonna get one of those propane heaters to really warm this place up. It gets cold in here, and I also have a bigger air conditioner to put in the window over here for the summer. It gets hot as hell in this motherfucker, boy, in the summertime. It's extreme, it's different extremes. I did seal this place off much better. I've sealed it off. My first winter here, man, I don't know why I didn't do it the first winter, but the windows, the wind would blow almost right through these windows. The windows were broken. The outside, there's 2 windows on here that were broken. The temperature is about 25 right now, probably. I'm guessing 25, maybe a little bit lower than that. Yeah. That depends. I've seen it as low so far this year, and winter is I think winter starts the 21st or something, or the 20th, officially. So it's not really officially winter yet. The lowest I've seen it is probably around 12 degrees in the morning. The highest in the 50s. When it's in the 50s here in December, you usually have rain coming, or it's raining. It gets warmer when the precipitation sets in here. That's why we don't get that much snow. What happens is it'll start to snow, and like I said, with the precipitation, it'll start raining. So it'll start snowing usually, and then it turns to rain. That's the MO around here in southeastern Massachusetts. But the weather, I've seen it as warm as 80 degrees in November here, and I've seen it as cold as in the 20s in November. It's not as not as crazy as Southern Illinois. I've seen it 85 degrees one day, and the next day it was snowing out. That's in Southern Illinois near Kentucky. Near Kentucky, I lived pretty close to Kentucky. Kentucky, also Missouri was an hour away, and Indiana was even closer. Indiana was probably only 30 minutes away. Carbondale was about. I lived in Carbondale, boy. I was homeless in Carbondale. That's my living experience in Carbondale, with Southern Illinois University is. What's your all's favorite football teams? We got a good game going on. Tonight's game is kind of like, unless you live in those areas, the Buccaneers in Atlanta. Not really too interested in that right now. I'm a Patriot fan, of course, being from this area, a lifelong Patriot fan. They're playing the Bills. It's going to be, I don't know. I hope they win, I'm not going to be surprised either way, I hope the Patriots can beat the Bills. That Josh Allen's a very tough quarterback. Very tough, very good in the clutch, you know what I mean? And he's got some legs on him, too, to run. Rambles on and on about hyperplasia and all that shit, and about muscle damage. I think his training videos when he's the bench, he can't even bench 135. He does quarter reps with 135. The funniest video he does when he attempts to squat 405, and it's about an eighth of a squat. Um, he is kind of funny though. He is kind of entertaining. Big Trips just does a good impersonation of him. Big Trips does a very good some of the videos Big Trips has of him are pretty funny, you know. Yeah, he probably does have a learning disability. I also think he inherited some money because you can't just spend a month in Mexico a couple of times in the last few years on vacation from Canada if you're completely broke, you know. Maybe he inherited some money or something. I can't see him having a holding any kind of big money making job the way he is, you know. Trips is one of the funny. Oh yeah, he is pretty damn funny. Yes, I do agree. Yeah, yeah, he does deserve more subs. I don't know why he doesn't. He does deserve more subs. He's very funny, you know. He's made parody videos about me that are very funny actually. Pretty funny, you know. I used to get mad at him, but not. I'm not gonna. The guy's good. The guy is funny, you know. He's made probably about 10 videos about me. We used to feud a little bit, you know, but I appreciate him, you know. He comes on, he supports my channel, and I support his, you know. he is, he's actually, I one time was having a really bad day, and I watched one of his videos, and man, and I couldn't stop laughing. It turned the whole day around, you know. That's important, you know. He's on my live sometimes, you know. He does come on my. Do you remember Dr. Rackpull? How's he doing? I've been doing a lot of back extensions lately. There. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you know what I got? You know what I got? I bought a reverse hyper. It's actually over here. I'll show you. I bought this reverse hyper over here. You can see it right there. Yeah, it's the God. What do they call? It's made by West Side Barbell. There. I bought that. Back extensions are great though. Yeah, you want to bulletproof that back. It's great. Yeah. Actually, almost it's stronger. Almost it's stronger than the deadlift. My squat right now. My squat is really improved because I improved my form. That's what it was. I got form pretty good on squat. But yeah, last time you saw me, I was working out down in the basement of Caroline's house. Caroline is a very good friend, probably one of my best friends. But we were romantically involved for about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, they're not too bad. The squat and the deadlift. Yeah, those are my best ones. Uh, I did 600 pounds when I was 54. That's the top I ever got, you know, in competition. But yeah, Caroline's a good person. We just weren't meant as a romantic couple. Uh, Good person though. I love her as a person. That's where I trained down in her basement. Um, Now I'm with this very nice, beautiful lady, my fiance, Kathy. Yeah, Kathy. We met. I went on Facebook dating. This is almost. It'll be 3 years in March, so it's coming up on 3 years. And we met. Only it was only on there for a couple of days, and I happened to meet her, and we decided to go to Smoky Bones Barbecue in Taunton, and we went to Smoky Bones, and we hit it off right on the first date, and we never looked back after that. Now I'm living with her. Yeah, got a house. We have a. This is the gym I'm in. Wow, that's pretty good there, buddy. 350. That'll take the breath away from you. A lot of running. Yeah, that's really athletic, man. I'm impressed, man. Very impressed. Yeah, I'm starting to do a little more reps instead of singles all the time, man. Uh, I'm gonna start doing more reps with like just in the low to mid 400s. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? And then if you can do it, mid to low 400s could turn maybe not a. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're doing well too. Sounds like you're really doing a lot of. That's really impressive. 25 reps in the running and all that. That's great. Yeah. So yeah, I met her 2.5 years ago. No, that's actually more than that now. 2 years, 8 months ago, and we hit it off really good. Uh, and we may be moving. I may be moving from here. She's got a mother that's 95 that's gonna maybe need someone to live with her. Her mother lives by herself in an absolutely huge house, man. It's got one, two, three. It's got 4 or 5 bedrooms in it, man. One of them's a whole apartment in a different wing that she added on a while ago, with nothing, nobody living in it. A huge basement. Part of it's brand new. And so we may be moving to there, and we'll have the house. We'll let her kids live in the house, possibly. And we're probably gonna sell. We might sell this place and downsize. As we get a little older. But we have a nice house here. But it's good to see you and hear from you, Colin. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night.